Hey guys, so I'm back with another favorites video, and today I have my May and June favorites to share with you. I've got things from the same kinds of categories that I always talk about, so let's just get straight into them. And can you believe I'm wearing a tattoo choker? This is very like 2011 of me. I haven't worn one of these in so long, but it just went really well with this sweatshirt, so yeah. So starting out with beauty items, I have the Kat Von D Lock-It Powder Foundation in Light 42. There is another brand of powder foundation that I used previously, but it isn't cruelty-free, and I just really wanted to find a good cruelty-free alternative, and this one is definitely it. It's really soft and high quality, and color-wise, it's not perfect, but then again, none of the other powder foundations I've ever used have been light enough for me, but it's still pretty good if I blend it out well. I've actually known about this powder for years, and I don't really know why I never bought it sooner. And the packaging is awesome, it's so pretty. I also have two nail polishes by China Glaze. The first one is called Light as Air, and the second one is called New Birth. When I ordered Light as Air, I thought it was going to be a really pale purple color going by these swatches, but it's actually more of like a gray lilac, and it's kind of a little different from what I normally wear, which is why I like it. New Birth is from the Giver collection, and it's a super pale blue. It's almost like white. If you follow me on Snapchat, you guys would have already seen both of these, and I really like wearing this one if I'm wearing like pastels, and then this one is actually quite neutral and goes with everything. So yeah, I've really been liking those two nail polishes. Now this next item, I know it's like everybody has it, everybody knows about it, and I'm actually not late on the bandwagon because I used to use these. I'm pretty sure like every beauty guru person on the internet has one of these, but it is the Original Beauty Blender. I used to use a beauty blender a few years ago, but I recently got back into them. I think I wasn't using it correctly in the past, and now I know that you actually have to dampen it, which I never did. And I also used to think they were really hard to clean, but they're actually not that hard to clean. This is like the second one that I have, which is all like nice and new. The other one I have is covered in makeup, so I'm just gonna show the pretty looking one. I really like using it for applying my setting powder underneath my eyes, and it's also good for just sort of going over my foundation and giving it a really nice, natural, smooth finish. So for fashion items, the first one I'm going to talk about, I'm already wearing. It's this pink cap, and you guys would have seen this because I've been wearing it a lot in my Snapchat lately. I actually bought this cap specifically for my pastel outfits video, which I will link up in a card somewhere here. I'm pretty sure everybody wears caps for the same reason, but they're really useful if you don't want to wash your hair or you're just putting off washing your hair. And they also can add to a pretty boring outfit and make it a little bit more interesting. This next item I have, you guys would have seen 1,000 times before already. It was in like both of my two previous vlogs, but it's this pink oversized sweatshirt. It's from the brand Reclaimed Vintage from ASOS. I will link it below for you guys. It's a super cozy oversized sweatshirt. It has a really nice fit. I think I got mine in like an extra large, and it's also really soft and fleecy on the inside. It's kind of annoying when you order a sweatshirt and it's not fleecy on the inside, because when they're fleecy, it just makes all the difference. They're so much more cozy. I'll show you guys what I mean. See on the inside of this one. I don't know if you guys can see, I can't hold this up because it won't be in focus, but it's this kind of like non-fleecy material, and that's what they put on the inside of like sweatshirts for spring, I think. Like they're usually not winter. If it's a winter sweatshirt, it really should be lined with fleece because, like I said, it just makes all the difference. So now moving into the home and lifestyle category. If you guys saw my recent What's on my iPhone video, you would already know that I recently upgraded to an iPhone 6S. This one is in gold, and I already have my new case on it, which is exactly the same as the case that I had on my previous phone, which was an iPhone 5. So yeah, this is Milky 2.0. This case is definitely a favorite as well. These corners have amazing shock absorption. Not only is it really cute, the stylistic features of the case are actually super functional as well, which I really like. Just be aware that if you plan on buying this case yourself, There are a ton of knockoffs on eBay and they're nowhere near as good a quality as the authentic ones from Japan, which is what I have. So make sure you buy from a legit seller. I might even link the seller I bought from below if you're interested. They are a little bit more pricey than the knockoffs, but they are so much more worth it. I have actually bought a knockoff before and it's nowhere near as nice. So next I have this sleep sound machine. This one is by Lily and Dan and it's called the Soothing Sleeper. It kind of looks like a sea star and it has a few different sleep sounds. I'll even insert a little clip here for you guys so you can hear the different sounds it makes. But the sound I like to listen to while I'm sleeping is the ocean waves. I think that's what it is. And I don't need to sleep with noise, but I do find it's helpful for drowning out other noise, such as like noisy traffic really early in the morning, or even people who are like partying late at night. So I found this really useful and it's also quite small, so I think it will be really handy to use for when I'm traveling. So I have a food item to share with you guys. It's this dark chocolate by the brand Moser Roth. And this is a brand from Aldi. So they are vegan friendly and there's a whole bunch of flavors. This one is dark chocolate mint. Then I've got dark chocolate orange and almond and dark chocolate 85% cocoa. And then here's the dark 70% cocoa. And there's also a chili dark chocolate, but I left it down in my kitchen. Oh, and there's also a sea salt dark chocolate. And that one was so good that I already ate it all. But the reason I like these is because they're individually wrapped. I'll just show you guys one of them. Ta-da! They kind of remind me of like furry friends. If you guys are from Australia, you'll know what I'm talking about. So we're almost at the end, and lastly I will be talking about music and movies and stuff like that. So fairly recently we went out for my dad's birthday dinner and the music they were playing in the restaurant was so good. It was just like this really nice kind of jazzy chill music, but it was like a little bit more interesting than your typical kind of jazz that you hear in restaurants. And my dad liked it so much as well that we went and asked the staff what music they were playing, and they said it was Mushroom Jazz by Mark Farina, and it turns out this is actually really well known and pretty popular, but I've never heard of it before. And they're basically these mixes he makes of like this kind of jazzy chill music. So if you're looking for music to study to go to sleep to, maybe even to do yoga to. I actually always use it for when I'm doing my stretch routine. Definitely check out Mushroom Jazz, you will really like it. So last, of course, I have about a million movies to talk about. I finally saw Straight Outta Compton. I totally missed it when it was in cinemas. But if you don't know about it, it's a biopic about NWA, which is like a rap group from the late 80s to 90s. And it's just an awesome movie. The soundtrack is so good. I downloaded it recently and have been listening to it non-stop. So if you like 90s rap and hip hop music like I do, definitely check out that movie. Okay, I'm like holding my laptop here right now to read you guys all the kind of horror and thriller movies I have, but I'm just going to go through them really quickly. I'm barely going to talk about them at all because otherwise this will get way too long. Firstly, I'll mention Southbound, which is a horror movie, and I believe it's a horror anthology movie because it's like lots and lots of little stories that are kind of interlinked. It's really similar to the VHS films, if you're familiar with those. And then it kind of comes full circle by the end of the movie. It's really, really good. I highly recommend it. I honestly really hope they're going to make a Southbound 2 because it was seriously awesome. The next movie I have is called The Invitation. And I was even gonna say it's really similar to this other movie, this other horror movie, but I can't even do that because it'll give it away. The basic gist of it though is that a group of friends get together for a dinner party and then some really bizarre stuff starts to happen. So yeah, definitely check that one out. Next, there is Circle from 2015. I'll be sure to link these movies below for you guys to make sure that you're watching the right ones. But Circle is a science fiction horror thriller. Basically, all these people get kind of like trapped in this game and they're forced to And yeah, definitely check that out if you like kind of psychological science fiction movies that kind of make you think. So next I have Intruders. It's about a girl who has agoraphobia and some people break into her house, and it totally goes in the direction that you do not expect. So if you like movies with good twists, definitely check this one out. And don't worry, I know you might be thinking, now that you told us a twist, we're going to be trying to guess the whole time. Well, I actually knew there was a twist before seeing it, and I still had no idea what was going to happen. And I'm usually pretty good at guessing those things. And finally, the one I saw the most recently, which was also really good, is called The Ones Below. Basically, it's about two couples living above and below each other, and the ones that live below are kind of strange, and the women in each of the couples are both pregnant. So yeah, I'm not going to say any more, just go watch it. It's very, very twisted and I highly recommend it. So I have this super cute backpack to give away to you guys. You might remember it from one of my past vlogs. It's by the brand Adam Lippies for Target. It's black and white check with gold hardware. I bought it with you guys in mind. It kind of reminds me of Clueless. It's just so cute. I will put all the details of the giveaway in the description box below this video. I'm giving away one backpack, so there will be one winner. And yeah, good luck to you guys. So that about sums up my May and June favorites. I hope you guys enjoyed, and be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you'd like to see more favorites videos, and I'll see you next time. Bye!